everybody, it's Charlie with Daily Motor. Welcome to the sound test of the 2022 Cadillac CT5 V Blackwing and its 15-speaker AKG audio system. This is going to be an in-depth review. We're going to take a look at how the infotainment system works, take a look at audio adjustments, inputs, controls, speaker locations, Android Auto, and Apple CarPlay. Then we're going to head out on the road and listen to these sample tracks while rolling, and I'll give you my thoughts at the end. If you don't care about any of that stuff at the beginning, you just want to hear the music, click ahead in the video. We've got chapters to get you right to the tunes. And if you'd like to hear even more songs on this car, sign up to become a Daily Motor member. We recorded a members-only sound test with requested tracks by other members. So if you want to do that and support the channel, check the link in the description or the join button. Before we get started, hop out and take a look at it. This car is absolutely one of the best. Supercharged 6.2 liter V8 paired up to a 6-speed manual. It really doesn't get too much better than that. We've already got some great videos on this car. We've got a DM test drive and a fuel economy test shot by Chris, and we took it out to Gingerman Raceway, tossed it around the track a bit. Probably going to be doing some live drive coverage as well, so all sorts of things. I'll throw the links to those in the description. Now, we always do these tests with lossless uncompressed WAV files on a USB stick plugged directly into the system, and high quality Roland binaural microphones in both of my ears, giving you the most realistic audio system demo on YouTube. We also do the test with the sound settings set to their factory defaults. So let's take a look at those now. Pretty standard Cadillac infotainment screen here. We're already on audio. We can go to sound. You've got adjustments for bass, mid-range, treble, and surround, and for front, rear, left, right, fader, and balance, and normal and rear sound modes. Let's go through these first four. Interesting that with the AKG system, Cadillac and AKG choose a slightly different route than they did with the Bose system in this car, where there was a center point surround mode that kind of made the aspects of the music sound more artificial in surround, whereas in this one you can actually control the elements. It's not a huge adjustment, but it is there. For audio controls here in the CT5 V, you've got volume knob here, good spot, easy to click. You've also got volume on the right side of the steering wheel. For track selection, you can use this knob to sort of cycle through and get your sound list and then click which track you want, or you can use the touchscreen if you're on the right menu, exit out of that, or you can use the steering wheel there. For audio inputs in the CT5 V Blackwing, you have your standard AM, FM, Sirius XM satellite radio, USB-A and USB-C, Bluetooth, wired and wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and multiple streaming services such as Wall Street Journal and Spotify, and I don't know, maybe they'll be able to add more in the future. What does that mean you're missing? Not really anything. You don't have a 3.5mm auxiliary input jack, but that's not a huge deal as long as you have some decent streaming options and wireless and wired Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. Speaker locations. As I said, this is a 15-speaker system. Starting in the bottom left, you've got one door woofer there, two kind of a mid-range, three tweeter, four center, 5, 6, 7. Come into the back, you've got 8, 9, 10, 11, and then up in the deck you've got 12, 13, 14, 15. So kind of some subwoofery feel going back there, quite a bit of bass, and then probably some more high-range type speakers as well. Would be nice to have a trunk-mounted subwoofer, but those ones do a pretty good job. Android Auto and Apple CarPlay demos. Let's do CarPlay first. Unfortunately, I am going to have to stop the music. I don't have an adapter right now for USB-C. I'm going to have to unplug my USB-A track here and get this plugged in. CarPlay coming up right away. You can see we're on Apple Podcasts right now. Takes up the whole screen, looks really nice. There's your home screen, good resolution, okay refresh rate, but good responsiveness. Let's go to the settings screen there. Everything's showing up. Let's look at Google Maps. Very nice. And there's your home screen. All right, how about Android Auto? There we are. You can see the phone is not connected via cable. Very easy to set up wireless Android Auto. Apple CarPlay would be easy too. I just usually prefer to keep it wired, keep some juice in it. There's Google Maps, so that doesn't really seem to be loading up. Maybe I'm a little far from my Wi-Fi connection. We'll see if that comes back. But we've also got YouTube Music right there. Home screen, again, looking good. Good resolution. There's your settings screen right there. Works pretty nice, easy to reach, and overall pretty good execution of both CarPlay and Android Auto. So let's get this stuff put away and get out on the road. satisfied with the power and the abilities of the system. I'm not a big fan of the mixing. The upper mid-ranges, both in the snare drum and the cymbal hits, a little bit of the guitar as well, they come through too strong, and bright is a word that keeps coming to mind with this system. And yeah, you can tweak the mid-range down a little bit, the treble down a little bit, but then you're missing out on other elements of the songs that you want to hear. So it's just not a great blending. I could go for more driving power from the lower and mid-range elements, and then just less of that upper mid-range. It makes it so when you turn up a song that you really like, it becomes harsh in your ears and it doesn't sound that pleasant. So the speakers are capable of it. The mixing just seems odd. For this next song, we'll turn the bass all the way up, see how it sounds. But I can tell the door woofers are doing a lot of work, and those rear subwoofer type things, woofers in the back, you're getting some slop back there. It's not a tight, strong bass sound. It's a little sloppy. Track, and I can't use the browse feature while I'm moving. Where's 7? It's missing a track. That's really disappointing. And see, this is frustrating to me. Why am I being locked out? I can't use voice control to say play. Well, that's solidifying it for me, everyone. This is a B system. It was definitely close there, right somewhere between A and B, A minus, B plus in terms of sound quality, but the lack of any sort of more dynamic equalizer. I mean, when you're paying $100,000 for a car, you should have at least a 5-band equalizer, if not a 9-band equalizer. And knowing what AKG is possible of doing and capable of in the Cadillac Escalade, I'm disappointed with their showing here in the CT5. It almost seems like they kind of just took over from the Bose system, maybe placed some new speakers in of their own, threw on some new badging, and called it good. I gave this about a 7.5 on the old rating system in the CT5 V, and I wouldn't give it much higher in this system. The mixing just is too weird for me. So it's getting a B. I'm frustrated that I'm missing my last track for some reason on this new USB drive, and I can't find it in the browse feature. And yeah, maybe at $60,000 this might be squeaking out an A, but I'm not super satisfied at 100 or so. And I know that's not the point of the Blackwing, but it kind of is at the same time, because if you're paying this much money and getting this over something like a Corvette or a Camaro with a similar powertrain, you're expecting the utmost luxury. And in a $100,000 car from other manufacturers, Germany for example, you're going to be getting a better sound system. So a little sad that AKG didn't do more with this rather than just keeping all the same speaker placements. It's getting a B. If you do want to see more in the car, check the links in the description, and we'll see you on the next one. I'm Charlie with Daily Motor, and as always, drive on.